Possibly one of the most famous members of the Rat Pack was Frank Sinatra. His career as an actor and singer spanned decades. To commemorate what would be his 100th birthday, North Hill is holding multiple events inspired by his life, including Celluloid Sinatra.
September 16th, we kicked off our 10th Courses and Events Catalog, the Purposeful Living Courses and Events Catalog at North Hill. It starts with a celebration of Frank Sinatra's Centennial, which is December 12th. And we have a retrospective of his 4 films hosted by Joyce Hawick. We have a talk about the life and legacy of Sinatra with Ron Della Chiesa, a very well-known and well-loved radio personality in the Boston area. We have Dancing Under the Stars with the Michael Dutra Strictly Sinatra Band on September 25th. And that kind of encapsulates the Sinatra retrospective.
It's entirely possible that Frank Sinatra is the greatest singer we have ever known in terms of popular song on the planet. No one interpreted a song the way Frank Sinatra did, and his career spanned decades. And it was not just a career in music, it was a career on film as well. And he was the consummate musician. He, I think, started out as a trumpet player and then learned a lot about breathing and singing and phrasing and arranging from working with these extraordinary big bands. He ended up being a terrific actor for, I think, all the same reasons. He was a really expressive person who knew how to tell a story. So his delivery of songs always started with the lyrics. And I think his delivery of a part started with telling the story of who he was, in a sense, communicating that through a performance. He was a phenomenally gifted communicator.
They decided to pick a film from each part of his career to show how he evolved. The films selected were On the Town, From Here to Eternity, The Manchurian Candidate, and Ocean's 11.
He was a kid who grew up of Italian immigrant parents, very hard-scrabble kid. His father was a boxer from Sicily, and you know, he had almost 2 sides to his persona. He was a tough, cool, streetwise guy, and he was also a romantic crooner with a lot of heart and often played the underdog who would triumph. So I think that these 2 parts of his personality were able to be translated into an extraordinary range of parts on film. He brought the same kind of range to what he could sing, so that he could be hip and cool and swinging and tough, and he could also just tear your heart out and you felt like he was singing directly to you. He was such an extraordinary musician, and he had such charisma and magnetism. There's no one like him.